I see where this is going, and I don't like it. I already...
And the rest I think you know.
Hello, everyone. I didn't check my phone for texts before we started this episode, but fuck it. Something about poems, is it?
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Your what hurts?
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband
All right.
and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Trying to ruin it. Fobada. More
When the time
letters.
for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
I picked up chairs. I am just wrecking shit
Wind
right
came down
now.
in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Is he gonna get struck by lightning? Is that gonna be the thing that happens? As high as I can go! Yep, that's gonna get struck by lightning. I wish that what? Oh shit.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't,
Oh.
until we found you.
Okay, so
She never
Gus.
talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
So then, yeah, Gus died in a storm. Is what I understand. So then, yeah, Dawn, the mom. If I understand that right. What the hell? Way up here. The hell kind of glitch was that? Hold that thought. Thought I heard something in the house. Sorry. My bad. I'll do that later.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay. Okay, so that's what the leaves are. The leaves are the oddballs that have the children. Sorry, earlier I saw that, like, the leaves, and I was like, that's supposed to be a thing, but I don't know.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
As much as I really want to slide down, I probably shouldn't.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Yeah.
Lewis was born a year later.
More missing papers. I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. Especially as a
When my dad died,
22-week pregnant
Mom knew
woman.
where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Basil, sage,
And to
thyme,
see
mint.
kids in the house again.
I'm not sure exactly what this is supposed to be. Milton.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Am I just climbing? Wait, is this? This isn't the tallest part of the house yet, is it?
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Maybe like.
But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
So yeah, this is the top of the house. Oh, okay, no, not quite yet. There's still more room to go, people. Oh, Milton
After
is still
Milton
alive?
disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
But this one doesn't have an end date. So is that what you're saying? Milton is still alive? When you're saying that there could be two? 'Cause I thought you were meaning your kid. Is there anything for me to do, or I am wasting people's time? Where's the house, or the old house again? Sweet Jesus. The plumbing for this place must be terrible. And also, if it was actually like raining, like the only way to get from here to inside, like to the kitchen even, is to go through the frickin'. Lewis died in 2010.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
I got a trophy urn. It's a closer look. Is it because I've looked in every room now? I'm a nosy bitch. Let's not go that way quite yet. I was gonna go up these stairs, but never mind. I guess I have to go in. Open up, Lois. Let me in.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Huh. I wonder what it smelt like. Is this supposed to be like... I'm thinking these are supposed to be like PlayStation controllers, but they can't say PlayStation because that's bad. The hell is this?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As
I'm
I see
curious.
it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Wait.
I asked him to describe it.
This is difficult.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Shit.
He could feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
I'm gonna chop my hand off, aren't I? I am not paying attention well. Ah!
And
There's a
things that
dragon.
have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
I'm not paying attention to the fish. I'm trying to just use my peripherals
But
to
he
deal
found
with the fish.
something more. I worried about him then.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cut my hand off. Hey. Okay, I saw the fish, didn't go down the thingy. There you go. Stupid fish. Go. Ah!
Daydreaming at the cannery.
Give fish. Yeet.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
I fucking fish that way. Can't see where I am.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Oh, I can fucking leave the.
I even encouraged him.
That was bad.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Aww.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Okay, so then the fish needs to. Yep. Give fish.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
Okay. This is very difficult, actually. I want to take a moment to pause. Shush. It's like, this is very difficult to try and do both these things because it's both the toggles. Oh wait, that's
He no
fish.
longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Okay, I thought when I cut the head off that one, like the person in the front would just drop. Oh god, I got stuck. I'm stuck.
Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
That's a bad thing?
So he could do whatever he wished.
Am I royalty?
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
This is still difficult.
It became a game for him.
It's just me, or did this
Conquer a
take up
city, then
more
immediately
space?
push on.
Focus on the fish. Focus on the fish.
New Louisville.
New Louisville. New Louisville. There's another fish.
St. Louis.
This is a little bit
We
easier.
started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Minneapolis?
Even as
Is
his
it
mother
Minneapolis,
pleaded with him,
Minnesota?
part of Lewis kept sailing on.
She's still there.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Just give fish. I wonder if it gave you a choice, because I don't want to be like, oh, what about people that are not attracted to women?
The queen was on her own quest for
Let's go rainbows.
radiant rainbows.
I don't see a queen going after. I don't mean. Yeah, see, there they are. I fuck fish.
He followed the sound of her
Oh, well, I just... Electric guitar! No, stop! Stop. Stop.
electric sitar.
Oh, electric sitar. I read guitar for some reason. Ah, shit.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Just crash.
Even then,
Just crash
his
into the
logic
port.
remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
This is very
But he
difficult.
was so proud of having created it.
There we go.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Long live the Empire.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
This is like crazy
And then it
good
struck
though.
him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Do you blame him? Like, I understand he's on drugs
My
and
imagination
psychedelics.
is as
but-
real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
And now I'm back at work. I think. There's blood.
He began to forget the world we know.
Again, do you 100% blame him?
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Yeah, probably. Lewis? You okay, buddy?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Buddy, you okay? Am I supposed to go up that?
I still thought I could save him.
Sometimes you can't.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
This isn't gonna be well. Did he overdose? Is that what happened?
The palace would be packed with his companions.
I mean, again, I'm
Including
not.
the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
I mean, can I have a giant cat like that? Her name is Molly, please. I would like a giant cat like that. Emily would kill me if I brought one home. But, I mean, if it was huge like that, it could just stay in the garage.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Take the crown. I see where this is going, and I don't like it. I
Then
already...
down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
He was on a drug trip, and he fucking stuck his head through the fish thing.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him. Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
So, okay, that's probably the worst death thus
On the
far,
way
I
back from
feel.
Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
This my room?
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Another water filter.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Now it's getting sad. Arguably, each death has been worse than the
What happened that
last.
night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
So this is my room. Am I also dead?
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
But Milton. I don't have Milton and Dawn and Eddie. I'm gonna pause this here. I feel like we've done quite a bit, and I'm not so sure I'm ready to start writing. So, if it has been really short and I'm just crazy, then I'll come right back. If not, then we'll see you in the next one. Alright? Deuces.